Are you tired of drinking instant coffee while backpacking? Well, stick around. I'm going to show you how to make a great cup of coffee on the trail. Hi, welcome to Florida Wild. Today I'm going to show you how I make coffee on the trail. A lot of us love coffee, and if you don't, I suggest you see a doctor and get that checked out because there's something wrong with you. But I've tried every instant cup of coffee, just about that there is, and I found a couple that were okay tasting, but it just wasn't like what you get at home, what I'm used to drinking every morning. That was until I discovered a little item that made it possible for me to make the same cup of coffee that I get at home on the trail. So I'm going to open my cook kit here. And I've got a Snow Peak 700. And inside, this is my infinity mug made by GSI Outdoors. And I've got my little micro rocket stove. And this little item here is called the GSI Java Drip. What it does, it's got little legs on it here. Allow you to attach it to your whatever cup you use. And then what I do is I pre-package my coffee into like saran wrap or cling wrap, the dose that I need for each cup. This cup holds 17 ounces, but that's to the rim. I usually anywhere from 12 to 14 ounces, so I know with my scooper here at home and my coffee, it's about a scoop and a half is the perfect dose for me. So I'll package it up in the saran wrap, twist it up, put a piece of tape on it, and just cut the excess plastic off, you know, to save weight. I also am a cream and sugar guy, and I do the same thing with a dose of cream and sugar. And I'm usually doing weekend trips, so I'll just figure out how many cups of coffee I'm going to need for the weekend. Usually it's, you know, one of these is enough for me, one per morning. It's two. I'll usually bring 3 or 4 in case I want an extra cup one morning, or say I want a cup of coffee at night. I'll just bring an extra. Alright, I've got my water ready to boil. And I know what you're going to say. Why not instant coffee? Why not just suck it up? I mean, you're backpacking. And my response to that would be, why would you want to look at something like this while drinking a crappy cup of coffee? I certainly don't. I enjoy my coffee too much, and especially when I'm out in the woods. So I'm going to get this water boiled, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got my water done, and I don't like to bring it completely to a boil. I believe they say that perfect coffee water is probably between 170, 180 degrees, somewhere around there. And so I'll bring it just right before you get a boil. Usually when it's forming those little bubbles on the bottom and around the rim of the pot is usually when I'll just shut it off. However, I'd suggest that if you're getting your water from the source, straight from the source out in the backcountry, you may want to bring it to a boil at least for a minute and then maybe let it cool down a little bit. But this is what I do. I'll just take my pocket knife and just cut the bag with the cream and sugar open. Just go ahead and put that into my cup. I'll just attach the little Java drip there, and then take my knife and do the same thing with the coffee. Just cut it open and put it right into the basket. Now when I started using this, I brought coffee filters with me just so you could throw it in the fire or whatever, but I found that it works a lot better and saves you from having to bring extra stuff just to put it right in the basket. And when you're done with the coffee, you can just grab the legs and just fling it into the woods, and it's ready to go for the next cup. So I've got that on my cup. Now the key to this is you don't want to just take the water and just dump it right in there. Your coffee maker at home doesn't work like that. It's a slow drip. So what I do is just pour a little bit at a time and just let it soak up the coffee flavor. Just give it a nice slow drip, and it doesn't take very long. You can just pour it slowly, a little at a time. And once I get the water all in there, I'll just let it finish doing its thing. So when it's done dripping, I just carefully take the legs off. What I do is just usually drop it right in my pot. I'll take and stir it up. Put it back in the little insulator here. And that's a good cup of coffee. I know you might think this takes a little bit more time, and yes, it does take a little bit more time than instant, but when I'm out there, I'm not in a hurry, you know, especially in camp. You know, I like to enjoy my coffee in the morning, you know, stare at the woods and just, you know, soak it all in. So I hope that helps some of you guys that enjoy your coffee. And I use 8 o'clock Colombian coffee. That's the coffee we drink here at home. I love that coffee. But you can use whatever your favorite store brand coffee or whatever coffee you like, and works the same way. And you can enjoy whatever coffee you drink at home out on the trail. So until next time, get out there, get on the trail, have fun, and we'll see you next time.